Are you clicking? Am I clicking? I'll click. Good morning, guys. How are y'all?
Good morning.
If you know me, you know that I wear several hats, and this morning I am wearing my Suncoast Flooring and Design hat. We have one that we're going to give away too, so good luck to y'all for that. So, all right, do we have? Yes, we have. Let's see if this one works. This works. Okay. So, thank y'all for being here this morning. It was raining, and I was driving in, and I was like, man, about a third of us are not going to show up because we don't love the rain here in Gulf Breeze, but y'all showed up, and so thank you for that. So you know I wear a couple hats. I haven't stopped being the numbers nerd that I've always been in my finance business, so I'm still doing that. Carrie has not stopped being a realtor. She's still doing that. And how this works is you have capacity to do one thing and one thing at a time. And the only way that we can do what we do here with Suncoast Flooring is that we have an amazing team, and two of them are here with us this morning. Rod Hamilton has been around the flooring industry, the construction industry, for a very long time, both on the product side and on project management, and he's doing a great job for us there. Nikki Dalton has partnered with Carrie for several years in her real estate business, and she's joined Suncoast both as marketing director and as systems, and just you name it, we throw a ton of stuff at her. We have an amazing group of installers and so on and so on and so on. I'm not going to bore you to death because I'm really excited to hear Steve's presentation this morning. So in honor of Steve is a storyteller. Matter of fact, he's the chief storyteller at Studer Group, and he's going to tell you a little bit more about that. But I thought that I would just share a story about why Suncoast exists. So if you guys are like my family, you moved here 9 years ago because you love this area and you bought a house. You were super excited about it, and you moved into the house, and over time, you've noticed that a couple things have happened, right? A little bit of dinge in the house, and a little bit of crazy brown spots on the carpet that you don't know where they came from. And so you say, well, gosh, I need to find somebody that can clean those carpets. And so you do that 1 or 2 or 10 times, and you still have the brown spots. Now, I'm not going to get too nerdy, but there's so much to know about carpet, and there's a reason why we have these brown spots on our carpet, and part of that is the way the fibers are constructed and the way the things are dyed and all of that kind of stuff. Suncoast Flooring and Design exists to solve some of those problems, right? We have an entire line of carpet, and some of that carpet can do amazing things. Some of that carpet can resist, and y'all are eating breakfast, so I'm going to be nice. It can resist a lot of the P's, like pee and poop and puke and pet hair and pretty much anything that you could eat or drink that wouldn't kill you, right? So we have some of that kind of carpet, right? So we exist to help solve those problems, right? You come to us and you kind of tell us your problems. Man, I hate this carpet, or whatever. This tile looks like Michelle was telling me about, like her 90s ghetto tile that she was so glad to get rid of. You come to us to solve these problems, but there's so much to know about flooring. And so our goal is really to just partner with you, have the conversations, try and figure out what it is that you're trying to do in your home. Flooring, it's fashion. I mean, a concrete floor would be just fine for most of us, but it's fashion. It sets the stage for your entire home. And so we're trying to be a resource for you to help you make those decisions. Do you get, like when you stop and consider all of the flooring that's out there, hardwood, okay? What kind of hardwood? Do you want solid hardwood? Do you want engineered? Do you want hybrid? What kind of finishes? There's so many nerdy little things. Is it even okay to have hardwood in this area? You know, we're kind of moist in this area, right? It's damp outside, but even when the sun's shining, it's damp outside. Luxury vinyl plank. How many of you have ever heard of LVP? That's exactly what that is. Well, did you know that there's like 1 billion types of LVP? There's 1 billion types of finishes. There's 1 billion types of prints. There's 1 billion types, maybe not 1 billion, but you get my point. There's so many different kinds. There's SPCs and WPCs and all kinds of stuff, right? How do you know what's right for your particular application? That's why we exist. Tiles and carpets and you name it. We've got it, and we can help you make those decisions. So really what we're hoping that you will do is that when you have these problems that you will think of us and give us a call and come see Rod, have Rod come out to the house and so on and so forth, right? Everybody's nodding. Great, so you will promise to remember us when you think about flooring. Okay, we have some big news, and I wanted Carrie to share the big news. And we had a little snafu this morning. You know, we have kids, and so we had a snafu this morning. But I wanted Carrie to share the big news. And part of the reason that I wanted to share Carrie to share the big news is because most of y'all don't know this, but back in the late 90s, early 2000s, she ran a flooring store. So we had a good friend that had a business, and he really wanted to start a flooring store. And so Carrie and this guy started a flooring store in Jasper, Alabama, if anybody knows where Jasper is. A few of you know. So that's why I wanted her to share the big news, because she knows flooring, and she's been in that business before. Here's the big news. Are you ready? Nobody's doing a drum roll. We are super excited at Suncoast, and I promised that I wasn't going to make Nikki model these rugs, but we have a custom rug program at Suncoast, and we're super excited about it. We don't think about rugs a whole lot, right? But you just spent like $1.5 billion on these gorgeous floors. So we now have a custom rug program, and we brought just a few samples, and we'll just like set them up over here. So
Okay,
you kind of
I'll
be
do
looking
that.
at
I'll just set them up.
Yeah, and this one is so crazy awesome. I know somebody's. We've actually got an estimate on one of those right now. I think so. Yeah. So, and this is just a very small sample of those. We've got several different lines, and y'all, when I say high end, I really mean high end. We've also got some that are high end manufactured that are like a standardized kind of a thing too. So we can have some really, really high quality rugs at some really, really reasonable prices. So super excited about that. So when you think rugs, well, no, I got a full head of hair. So when you think rugs, think about us. We're really excited about that. Big news times two. Big news times two. Suncoast Flooring and Design is about to have an amazing line of high-end semi-custom cabinets. So, yay! Rod and Nikki aren't as excited as I am because it's a lot more work. But what y'all don't know, what you didn't know about Carrie is the fact that she was in the flooring business years and years and years and years ago. What you don't know about me, some of you may, but what you don't know about me is that I was in the cabinet industry for about 15 years. So I graduated from college and didn't get a job. And so I started jobs, and one of those was I had a custom cabinet shop, and I ran that for about 3 years, but I transitioned that into cabinet doors and moldings. And who were my clients? They were all cabinet shops. So I've been in about 200 or so cabinet shops, and I'm so familiar with that process, and I've got sawdust when I sneeze still. I don't know why, but it's still in there. And so when I went looking for a cabinet line that we could represent at Suncoast, I was very, 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 very particular, because I've been in that world and I understand that industry. And so we have a line of cabinets that are manufactured in the United States that are semi-custom. You give me a Sherwin-Williams color and we can paint it. Custom hoods and all kinds of crazy stuff. So when you think flooring, think about Suncoast Flooring and Design. It's kind of in the title. When you think about rugs, well, I guess that's the design part. Maybe we'll have a name change, who knows. And then when you think about cabinets, think about us. So our goal is, and I was supposed to scroll through those, weren't I? I was. All right, so there's our rugs. Aren't they pretty? There's our cabinets. Aren't they pretty? And this is the actual cabinet line that we're going to be offering. So when you think about flooring, think about rugs, think about cabinets. Have I run that through the ground already? Okay, cool. So you know. All right, thank y'all so much for being here, and thank you so much, Gulf Breeze Chamber, for always allowing us a platform. And by the way, We have some of our Navarre Chamber representatives here. We love y'all. Thank y'all for being here.